Hello students, good afternoon. In my last class, I have finished our first chapter, Nature and Purpose of Business. Okay. Now today I am starting my next chapter. This is your second chapter of UT2. The name of the chapter is Forms of Business Organization. Okay. So today's date is 18th April 2020. And this is your page number 1 of today's class. Okay, and the name of the chapter is Forms of Business Organization. Forms of Business Organization. Okay, so let's start this chapter. Be ready. So students, in our previous chapter, you have studied about what is business, what is the business activities, and what do you mean by the business risk also. So if we want to start any type of the business, so now the first thing comes in our mind, how can we select our business? It means on which point, on which criteria we have decided to start any type of the business. So selection process of any business is basically based on money. It means the capital of the business and size of the business also. So to understand it, I have classified the business organization in 5 types. So look in this. Okay. So this is business organization, and I have classified it in 5 parts as like this. You can see. First is sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. Second is partnership. Third is joint Hindu family business. Fourth is joint stock company. And last, fifth is cooperative society. So here we have classified it in 5 types: sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, joint stock company, and cooperative society. So first I want to clear about the sole proprietorship. So listen carefully and look here. First business is sole proprietorship. The meaning of sole in Hindi is alone or akela, and proprietor means owner of the business. Okay, so on the basis of the sole proprietorship means when any type of the business has been owned and fully controlled and managed by a single person, so that type of the business is related from the sole proprietorship. Clear? So you can also write it sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship refers to a form of business organization which is owned managed and controlled by an individual who is the recipient of all profit and bearer of all risks. Okay, so listen it and understand it carefully. Here it has been given sole proprietorship refers to a form of business organization which is totally controlled, managed and owned by a individual. Individual means alone a person can totally control that type of the business. Okay, and in case of the profit, that a single person, that the single owner of that business will receive the profit. And in case of the loss, all the loss has been also bear by that individual or that a single person. So it means in the sole proprietorship, that type of the business has been totally controlled and managed by a single person. Okay, remember it. Don't include the employees here. Okay, because employee is the different thing. So here sole proprietorship means that will be only related on the single ownership. Clear, students? If you have any doubt, then ask the query. For example, retail shop. Okay, if a single person has opened any retail shop, so that type of the business is also included in the sole proprietorship. Any small restaurant, that will be totally managed and controlled by a individual person. Okay, etc. Clear, students? So now page number 2. So please turn over. This is your page number 2 of today's class. Okay, so after that I want to tell here any definition as like according to L.H. Haney. Okay, definition has been given by that person, that author L.H. Haney. Definition is the individual proprietorship is the form of business organization at the head of which stands an individual as one who is responsible, who directs its operations and who alone runs the risk of failure. Okay, so according to this definition, it has been given the individual proprietor is the form of business organization. It means that type of the business is based on the individual owner at the head of which stands an individual. It means the head of that type of the business is also based on the individual person, single person, as one who is responsible, who directs its operations. It means that a single person is responsible for whole business and that a single person direct its operating activities, its operation. That means which type of the goods which type of the goods has been purchased by the business. Okay, how can the decisions related from the proper management will be taken by that person. So that type of the decision will be taken by a single person, that on a individual person. So, and who alone runs the risk of failure in case of the loss. So that person will only bear the losses alone. No one will suffer the loss, no one will bear the loss, any other person. Okay, only that a single person, only that a individual person who has started the business, that individual person, that single person will bear the loss. Okay, clear? So that will be also based on the sole proprietorship. Clear, students? This is the definition of LHNA. In short, you can say it. So you can also write it. At last, on the basis of above definition, we can say that an organization which is owned, managed and controlled by an individual is called sole proprietorship. Okay, students, if you have any doubt, then you can ask the query in my personal WhatsApp number. I will reply in this group. Okay, students. So if you have any doubt, then ask. Now its features. Features of sole proprietorship. Look and listen carefully, because on the basis of the features you can easily find out its merits and demerits. Okay, so some features are as follows. First, formation. First feature is formation. Formation means establishment of business. Okay, so in the comparison of any other forms of the business, it is easy to form the sole proprietorship. So you can write it here. Business can be established easily without meeting any legal formalities. Okay, so listen carefully. In case of the sole proprietorship, the businessman, that person who wants to start the business, can easily establish the business without any type of the legal formalities. It means to establish the sole proprietorship, there is no requirement of any type of the registration. There is no requirement for any type of the legal formalities. If it is not, let's form some specific type of the business, as like wine shop, as like shop of the chemist. Okay, so chemist store, it has been required any type of the legal formalities. In wine shop, it has been required legal formalities. It means exceptional case of some types of the business. In sole proprietorship, it is not required to form any type of the legal formalities, as like if you want to start any business, as like if you want to start any kirana store, as like general merchant shop. So at that time, it has been based on the without any type of the legal formalities. You will not form any type of the legal formalities to establish any type of the general store. So such type of the business is easily to form. Clear? Second feature is liability. Listen carefully. In case of the liability, in case of the sole proprietorship, the liability of the owner is unlimited. It means in case of the loss, in case of any type of the payment of the debt of that owner, the personal assets of that owner will be also used. Okay, clear? It means only in the situation of the loss, if the assets of the business is not sufficient to bear, to suffer that type of the loss, or to pay out of all debts relates from the business, the assets of that business, the personal assets of that businessman will also use. Okay, so it means the liability of the owner is unlimited in sole proprietorship. So you can write it here. Owner has unlimited liability. unlimited liability. Clear? Now third is risk. Okay, third feature is risk. In case of the sole proprietorship, all types of the risk relates from that business, relates from that sole proprietorship business. The owner bear all the risks. So you can write it here. Owner bears all the risk. So this is the third feature. Okay. So now I want to move in the next page. Okay. So next page is your page number 3 of today's class. So next feature, fourth feature is profit sharing. I have told to you about that type of the situation. In case of the profit, all the profit that has been totally received by the owner, received by that individual person, received by that single person, because that person is whole soul in charge of each and every type of the business activities. So there is no requirement for the sharing of any types of the profit to any other person. So all profits, so here you can write it, all profits belong to owner as a reward for working for the business. It means all the activities that has been performed by that individual person. So in case of the profit, all the profit that will be totally received by that individual person, that individual owner. Okay, there is no requirement to share the profit of the business to anyone. Okay, only that business, that individual person who is the owner of the business will hold such type of the profit, will receive such type of the profit. Now next feature, control. I have told to you all the business management, all types of the activities that will be totally managed by the individual person. It means that will be managed totally by that type of the owner of the business. So each type of the control has been also in the hand of the individual person. So you can write it here. All decisions are taken and implemented by owner, thus has complete control of business. Okay, it means complete control has been maintained by that individual person in that business. It means the owner has been totally control their business in case of the sole proprietorship. Clear, students? Next feature, entity. So listen, in the meaning of entity in Hindi also, entity means astitva. So you can write it here, no separate entity for sole proprietorship It means owner and business are considered as one. Okay. It means on the feature of entity, you can say it, the business and the owner are the same person. It means business and businessman both are the single person, separate single person. So that type of the thing is based on the entity. There is no separate person between the business and businessman. It means on the basis of that type of the thing, we will follow the rule of the liability. Okay, on the basis of the entity, the business and businessman both are the same. So in case of the loss, all the payment, all the debt that has been totally paid by that individual person. Okay, it means the personal property of that owner of that businessman will also use. So entity will be relates from the business and businessman, both are the same. Clear, students? Next is continuity. You know about that in the sole proprietorship, only one person is the owner of the business. So the business will continue on the wish of the owner, or at the lifetime of the owner, if that type of the business has not been transferred to any other person as like their nominee, as like their family member. So it is totally wished by the businessman, that is totally wish on the owner. So you can write it here, business can continue till owner wishes to. Okay. Next, eighth feature, closure of business. Business can be closed by the owner without any type of the legal formalities. Your first feature is, I have told to you, formation. It means at the time of the establishment of the business, there is no legal formalities has been required. Okay, only in exceptional case I have told to you. So same thing will be remain here. At the time of the closing of the business, there is no legal formalities has been also required. So you can write it here, business can be closed without any legal formalities. Okay, students, it means any businessman, as per their wish, that businessman wind up their business, close their business without any type of the legal formalities. These are the features of the sole proprietorship. If you have any doubt, then you can ask the query in my personal WhatsApp number. But be steady, okay? Students, this is your page number 4 of today's class. Next topic is advantages or merits of sole proprietorship. Listen, first point, quick decision making. Quick decision making. You know about that. I have told to you all the decisions, all types of the management that has been totally controlled and managed by that individual person. So there is no requirement for taking the suggestions of any other person, taking the permission of any other person. So in that type of the case, in the sole proprietorship, the decision taking capacity is quick in the comparison of any other types of the business. So you can write it here, prompt decision as owner takes all decisions himself or herself. It means there is no requirement for taking any type of the suggestions, taking any type of the permissions. So the businessman, the owner, can take the quick decisions. Okay. Second advantage is confidentiality of information. Confidentiality of information. here. That is the main benefit of any type of the business. If the information of the business is confidential, so the business will earn the profit. There is the maximum chances to earn the profit. So you can write it here: complete control with owner helps to maintain business secrecy. It means all the control has been totally managed by the all types of the activities that has been totally done by the individual person, that is the owner of the business. So there is the chances of the secrecy, 100% secrecy. Okay, so there is a chances for the profit also on the basis of the secrecy, or you can also tell it confidentiality. Okay, now third point, direct incentive. You know about that. I have told to you all types of the decisions, all types of the management that has been done by the owner of the business, individual person of the business. So all the profit that has been totally received by the single person. So on the basis of their work, on the basis of their performance, the businessman, that individual person will get the direct benefit. So here you can write it here: there is no share of profits, thus all the profits are enjoyed by owner only. Owner means that individual person only. Clear? Without, if you have any doubt, then you can ask the question. Now, fourth merit, easy formation and closure. I have explained it in the features of sole proprietorship. So there is no requirement for any type of the legal formalities. So it is easy to start, it is easy to establish sole proprietorship, and easily the sole business easily wind up. Okay, so no legal formalities or separate law to be followed for formation or closure of business makes it easy to start or end business. Clear? Any doubt to anyone? It means there is no legal formalities has been required to establish the business and to wind up of the business. Clear, students? So students, today I have completed, I have told to you in a chart that is relates from the forms of business organization, and I have also explained what is sole proprietorship and features of sole proprietorship and advantages or merits of sole proprietorship. In my next class, I will tell to you about the demerits or limitations of sole proprietorship. Okay, students. So before that, be ready to study that type of the questions, and if you have any doubt, then freely ask the questions, students. Okay.